You might have thought that at first blush, a 4 Imperium KvK that's completely free-for-all with some of the actual strongest kingdoms in the game was already tough enough. But my buddy Cortex, you know, the guy who nearly got himself zeroed a couple times, rallied a bunch of times, and is on my streams all the time, he literally just bet his eyebrows that we're going to be victorious. So stick around in this video for the absolutely outrageous gamble that Cortex is taking and a few of my thoughts on this upcoming KvK. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and in this video, I've got to talk about the bet that Cortex made. He made this completely unsolicited on stream just the other day, which, I tried to walk him off the ledge, but he committed fully to the bet. But before I get into this insane shave your eyebrows bet that he made, I want to talk very briefly about how the Eve of the Crusade is unfolding so far with my kingdom, 1254, at the very bottom, but we are specifically not pushing rank. This is important. Yes, we are grinding lots of barb forts because barb forts are value, but no, we did not really go ham training troops. No, we didn't really go ham in the first stage, and the other kingdoms are doing very, very well. In fact, I'm pretty sure that 1875 and 1365 are kind of giving it their all for that first place rank for the 3% all damage, which is honestly far and away the best buff on the board, because keep in mind, all damage saves you on healing costs for troops. It means that you are going to damage enemy troops more so that you inflict more cost onto them. You win more trades and rallies and garrisons, but okay, enough about how this is going. You're here for the betting, right? So last night, I'm on stream with Redline and Cortex and Ruz, and we're talking about how the start of this KvK is going to go. And this is kind of an interesting agreement that's been made here. The agreement is that based off of our map positions, 254 is going to fight 556 in the first zone, and 365 is going to fight 875 in the first zone. So I really like that in this KvK, we've all come to an agreement on it's free for all, but here's how it's going to proceed, which is honestly, I find it astounding that we've arrived at a consensus. But we are going to be just fighting 556 at the start. They're going to be just fighting us at the start. And again, 365 is just fighting 875, vice versa. So Cortex made a little bet. And the bet started off, honestly, I feel very, very, very aggressive by Cortex saying, you know what? They are not even going to burn 10 of our flags. 556 will not burn not even 10 of our flags. And he says, if they do, I will shave my head. And I was like, bro. So we got a little bit of clarification here. By burn 10 flags, we mean destroy 10 flags. So not like 10 times you got it to burn, but like 10 times you have rallied it enough and burned it enough that it is completely gone and taken off the map. Could even be a farm alliance, but does not include a building flag. So 10 flags. Cortex is so confident we are going to beat 556 that he is willing to shave his head if they are able to simply take out 10 of our flags, which I think is a very, very, very aggressive bet. He said he's going to shave his head, but I'm not done yet, because I did not stutter at the start of this when I also said he was going to shave his eyebrows, because as we continue in this conversation and I'm giving Cortex opportunities to kind of walk it back, Redline is giving him opportunities to rein it in and be like, are you sure you don't want to just forget you said that? And, we can pretend this never happened. But Cortex forged forward. And he said, I'm so confident that if they burn 10 wolf flags, now by burn we mean destroy 10 wolf flags, he said he will shave his eyebrows if they're able to burn 10 wolf flags. Wolf is my alliance. So here's what's on the table here. If 556 can burn 10 of our kingdom's flags, he shaves his head. And if it's 10 of the wolf flags, then he will shave his freaking eyebrows. But Cortex did not stop. Because Cortex, my guy, you are basically crazy. And I tried to give you some upside. I said, well, everybody listening has to go subscribe to Cortex if he ends up shaving his head or shaving his eyebrows. But Cortex didn't stop. He said, you know what? They are not going to take down not even one of our forts. Not even one of our forts. Now, a building fort doesn't count. Okay, because in KvK, sometimes you know, just place building forts to block things and blah, blah, blah. But he said, if they burn a fort from start to finish, okay, Cortex said, I will 0 Ruz. Now, I don't know how zeroing Ruz became on the table as a bet that he could make. Like, I don't get how that works exactly. But Ruz is like, man, I better send a lot of my troops to die or I'm going to get zeroed. And yeah, Ruz and Cortex are like, yes, like you better believe I'll be zeroed before we lose one of these wolf flags. So this KvK is going to be really spicy. Not only because there's a rematch situation going on here on multiple fronts, right? And I streamed a little bit of 556. In the KvK, they were battling against 365, and I'll have a card up in the top if you want to see when that happened. It was, I think, over a year ago at this point. And I was obviously playing in the KvK where we were allied with 254. This is before I migrated here. This is last KvK, and they were battling against 556. We were battling against 556. And so now, not only is this huge rematch at stake, but Cortex has bet his hair, his eyebrows, and Ruz's city for basically no upside just because he's that confident. Now, why would Cortex be confident? And we talked about this a little bit, but, you know, Cortex felt like if 1075, that was my previous kingdom, if we had attacked 556 and gone all in on them instead of against 846, as was our strategy and according to plan, that, you know, we could have beat 556. And 254 is just a much, 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 much stronger kingdom than 1075 was. So there's a big gamble here, okay? Cortex is counting on 254 to deliver. And, you know, look, hey, you may be asking, like, Chisgule, what's your say on all this? Man, I am making no bets. I am not calling any shots. I'm just going to say all these kingdoms are really impressive and really strong kingdoms, and may the best kingdom win. So tune in tonight when we enter into KvK, and I spend like a madman on crystal technology, which, by the way, is going to change. Card up in the top if you didn't see my video late last night when they dropped that massive bomb on us, changing the way migration's going to work and all the stuff with crystals and how you get them. I mean, this event will be giving crystals into the future, which is like amazing. And okay, even the Crusade already gives crystals, so maybe do they mean more crystals? Because, I mean, this is a pretty pithy amount of crystals, right? If we're being honest, like you can barely do anything with 10,000 crystals. I don't think you can even upgrade a building more than a couple times, and it's like, what was the point of the 10,000 crystals, right? So all that to say, throw a like on here, consider subscribing, and join the stream later tonight for the mayhem, where it all begins in the KvK, where Cortex may very well lose his hair, lose his eyebrows, and we may all lose our friend Ruz. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Oh, and P.S., if you want to see the stream where this all went down, card will be up in the top when we were hanging out with Redline.